Hello and welcome to this episode of Ground Zero on Herald TV. 30th September is usually observed as the death anniversary of Dr. Francis Luis Gomes, who was a tall statesman who was born in Goa and who represented Goa and India in the Portuguese Parliament. He was the MP. But currently, there have been several attempts to revive revive the condition of his house that is in Colmar Road, Naveli here. But all attempts by successive governments seem to have failed because of the tedious acquisition process that is currently underway. If you can see right now behind me, these are the absolute ruins of the house of Dr. Francis Luis Gomes. He was born on 31st May in 1829, and he has spent a lot of time in this house, which has a lot of memories of his family, which is now scattered all over the world. Some live in Goa. There are a lot of memories attached to this house, and there is a common feeling amongst the Naveli residents as well as Goans, saying that whatever the money, whatever the cost that may be incurred in reviving or restoring this house should be spent by the government, and this house should be restored, is only because the Dr. Francis Luis Gomes was a very tall personality in the entire world, and for Goa he was a matter of pride for having represented the country before the Portuguese, and is also said that he was the first senior. He was the first freedom fighter who spoke for the freedom struggle of Goa. As Goa observes the 154th death anniversary of Dr. Francis Luis Gomes, the dilapidated state of the ancestral house of Goa's own freedom fighter, parliamentarian, writer, and social worker reminds of the vagaries of nature and the ignorance that the great man has faced all through the years. What you see on the screen are the latest visuals of the house of Dr. Francis Luis Gomes, which is in shambles now. One of the walls has almost given way, and the house of the man who stood for Goa and India against the mighty colonial rules may not stand for too long. But who was Dr. Francis Luis Gomes? Though the newer generations don't know about him, and only a lesson in their syllabus may be the common explanation, on Ground Zero we would like to explain our viewers, who come from varied age groups, that Dr. Gomes was a doctor, writer, philosopher, politician, historian, and economist. He was elected to represent Goa in the Cortes. He was elected to represent Goa in the courts, the then Portuguese Parliament. He surprised the European countries with his fluent oratorical skills and the passionate defense of his motherland, India and Goa. He was a polyglot, highly proficient in the use of Konkani, Portuguese, and French, and additionally possessed a good understanding of English, Italian, Spanish, Latin, and Marathi. We are right now at the on the right hand side of the house, facing it. On the right hand side of the house, when we entered into the inside the land, we could see that this portion of the house, the top portion of the wall, has collapsed just besides here, and there is a lot of debris that we can see. This used to support the wooden rafters of the house probably, and the roof tiles, which has come off. This portion, the wall which we just showed, actually, if my cameraman could show that place, this portion of the roof part, which the roof which was being supported by this portion of the wall, that is also about to collapse because of lot of growth of plants and all, and this section of the house also doesn't have a roof anymore. So the condition of the house is currently very critical, and if not now, then there will be lot of work that will have to be put to revive this house, or maybe a probable rebuilding of the house may be required in the near future. Right now we are at the back side of this house, which is a very age-old house. 1800s is what it dates back to. We can see right now that the door, one of the door which is right now visible, is currently closed. There are some residents who are staying in the on the the back end of the house, but they do not know what is the status of the house absolutely right now, but and if there is any effort to revive this. But there is a lot of work that remains to be done. If I could just try to ask my cameraman to zoom into this door, where we can see inside the house a little bit, which we can show you right now. The condition of the house remains absolutely bad right now, but there will be a lot of efforts that will be required to be taken to revive this house even by the government, even the trust that looks after the works, and also the to make sure that people are aware about the works that Dr. Francisco Luis Gomes put in for the state of Goa. We have also spoken to several personalities who have been following up this issue for quite some time. We will also listen into what they have to say regarding this issue of the dilapidated house of Dr. Francisco Luis Gomes. Listen in.
डेथ एनिवर्सरी लेट डॉक्टर फ्रांसिस लुईस गोमेसाचो आनी त्या निमतान हांगा एक बरो प्रोजेक्ट येता थ्रू लुईजन फालेरो सांगपा म्हळ्यार चड इम्पॉर्टंट आशिल्लें आमकां की कित्याक आमी कितलीं वर्सां जालीं आतां हांव म्युनिसिपालिटी आसतना चेअरपर्सन आसतना आमी सुरवात सुद्दां केल्ली की ताजें घर जें कोलमरोड आसा तें एक्वायर करून रिस्टोर करपाक आनी एक म्युजियम घालपाक. हो प्रपोजल आमी 2009 रेजोल्युशनय घेतिल्लें आसा आनी प्लस एक्विजिशनाची सुरवात सुद्दां केल्ली, पूण मागीर कांय पॉलिटिकल कारणां लागून तें तशेंच आज पडून उरलो आहा आनी तें घर हें तेजें डिटेरिएट जायत आसा. केन्ना पडत तें सांगूंक जायना. सांगपा म्हळ्यार आमी सदां म्हणटाले इवन ती लायब्ररी जी जाल्ली आहा ती मडगांव जाली खरी, पूण परतून नावेलीच्या आमदारा लागून हिंग जावपा आसली ती थंय पावली. सो मडगांवांत जेन्ना आजचे दिसा जेन्ना कोलमरोड बाग, जो बाग डॉक्टर फ्रांसीस लुईसाचें घर आहा तो बाग जेन्ना मडगांव पडटा, मडगांव आमकां कांय दिसती पडना की त्या घराक कितें करपा सारकें मडगांवच्या आमदाराक. आमी मागता की गव्हर्मेंटान हाजेर लक्ष दिवचें, कित्याक एक येदोळ मनीस जेन्ना आनी ताजें घर हे भाशेन डिटेरिएट जावपा दितात, ते कोलॅप्स जावपा दितात, ते हिस्ट्रीच तुमी वायप आवट करपा सोदतात, हें रॉंग. सो आमचो परतून आजच्या दिसाक आमी रिक्वेस्ट करता गव्हर्मेंटा थंय की ताजें घर जें आहा तें एक्वायर करून रिस्टोर करचें आनी एक म्युजियम घालचो ताजो आनी विथ वर्क्स ऑफ डॉक्टर फ्रांसीस लुईस गोमेस. सांगपा म्हळ्यार हें आमी म्हणटाले इवन कोलमरोड बाग सपोज हांगा ह्या नावेली मतदारसंघान आशिल्लो जाल्यार घडये तें घरूय बी सामकें एक म्युजियम कंप्लीट जाता आशिल्लें, इतली आमकां खात्री आशिल्ली. पूण पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री खातीर तें मडगांव पडटा आनी घराच कसलोच एटेन्शन ना खंयच्याच लिडराचो मडगांवचो स्पेशली. सो आमी मागतात, रिक्वेस्ट एपील करतात जे इवन फ्रिडम फायटर्स एसोसिएशन आहा जाल्यार ताणें बी हाजेर दखल घेवची आनी हें घर रिस्टोर करपाक पावल मारचें म्हणून.
पण त्यांची डिस्प्यूट आसा, तेजो ओनर आसा ते
एक्झॅक्टली आजच्या दिसा प्रायवेट पोजेशन आसा आनी त्या खातीर आमी 2009 एक्वायर करपाक हें घेतिल्लें. कित्याक जेन्ना येदोळ महान मनीस हाका प्रायस आनी लागना, बिकॉज ही इज द बिगस्ट टॉलस्ट लिडर म्हणपा जाता आनी त्या टायमार आमी हें कॉम्पेन्सेशन कितलें दिवपा पडटलें ताजें वॅल्युएशन करपाक जायना, कित्याक इज अ बिगस्ट टॉलस्ट लिडर फॉर द एंटायर कंट्री म्हणल्यार जाता. सो त्या टायमार गव्हर्मेंटान कॉम्पेन्सेट कोणाक करपा आसा, जे ओनराक कॉम्पेन्सेट करपा आसा तें बरे भशेन करचें. तेन्ना जाल्लें जाल्यार पयलीं सद्या सवाय भितर जाता आशिल्लें. आज आफ्टर 2013 जे न्यू रुल्स येयल्या त्या प्रमाणे सुबेज लागतले. इनफॅक्ट इवन गव्हर्मेंट कॅन नेगोशिएट विथ द ओनर्स, प्रेझेंट ओनर्स, की तांकांच तांच्या नांवान कितें करपाक हें जाता तशें जाल्यार कितें नेगोशिएट करपाक एक पावल मारपाक शकता, पूण तेंवूय जायना.
How do you plan to go ahead?
We'll ask Dr. Francisco Gomes. The election of Luis. We'll ask him, yes.
Dr. Francisco Luis Gomes घर अजून is not in a
See what has happened. I'm not from this. That Luisine takes care. What happened, he requested me, as he's a very renowned Goan. So I said immediately, okay, don't worry, 35 lakhs you need, I'll give you at first stage. Second stage depends. What is this? I will help him again, that's what I told in my speech.
His house also needs attention is what we are trying to say. Francis Luis Gomes' house is also requires attention.
Yes, accurate, but then this government also has to open the eyes. MLA is gone, I was there, I will tell him. See, after all, he has been son of the soil, who has brought name for this state and the country. So, Luis tried to bring to their notice, but then, again, I would ask the Chief Minister to listen to what he says and others say, and please repair his house.
तुमकां सगळ्यांक पोरबी भावतात कित्याक आयज ह्या नावेलीच्या गांवांत एक महत्वाचें पावल फुडें पडटा. म्हजे नदरेन नावेलीचो गांव एक महान गांव, महान लोक आनी तेच भाशेन महान महाव्यक्ती डॉक्टर फ्रांसिस लुईस गोमेस हाच्या मरणाच्या दिसाक, दिस इज द 154th anniversary of his death, एक पावल डॉक्टर फ्रांसिस लुईस गोमेस हाचो मेमोरियल घालपाक सुरवात जाता. कांय लोक मुखार विचारता, तुम्ही डॉक्टर फ्रांसिस लुईस गोमेसाच्या नावान येदे व्हडले प्रोजेक्ट त्या नावेलीच्या गांवांत कितें हाडले काय म्हण. कांय लोक मुखार विचारता, चडशे आमगेले नावेल रावताय पण नावेलचे लोक न्हू ते, सो ओ डॉक्टर फ्रांसिस लुईस गोमेस म्हणटाय तो कोण काय म्हण. येदी व्हडली लायब्ररी हाचो बुन्यादीचो फातर आमी हिंग घायल्लो. There was a prolonged litigation for the last 30 years. I fought for this. And I will fight till the end of my life. But because all project, library project, angasur ahlo, I took it behind the Rosary Church. ISO project is one of the best project not only in Goa, but one of the best library in India. आणि हो प्रोजेक्ट म्हज्या नांवान ना, हो प्रोजेक्ट डॉक्टर फ्रांसिस लुईस गोमेसाच्या नांवान आहा. हिंग जाता आसलो. आमच्या वायट नशिबान आमकां ती गोंयच पडलो. आतां म्हणलें की हांगासर सुंदर आजुलेज गायलाय. केन्ना कोण वताय तिका मुखार व्हरून बॅनर लायताय. आमगेलो आवय बापूयचो फोटो आहा जाल्यार तेजे मुखार आमी आनी कांय दवरनाय. ताका रेस्पेद दिताय, मान दिताय. आनी हो रेस्पेद आनी मान आमी नावेलकारांनी आमच्या महाव्यक्ती डॉक्टर फ्रांसिस लुईस गोमेसाक दिवपाक जाय. म्हज्या नदरेन म्हाका खूब खूश जाता कित्याक म्हाका ह्या नावेलीच्या पवित्र भुमींत जल्म मेळ्ळो आनी आमची शाक्ती फळय सांगूं जाता की ह्या नावेलीच्या पवित्र भुमींत एक व्हडल्यांतलो व्हडलो महामनीस, न्हय फकत आमच्या गोंयांत, न्हय फकत आमच्या देशांत, पण आख्खे जगांत जल्माक येयलो डॉक्टर फ्रांसिस लुईस गोमेस. आनी हे आमकां व्हडल्यांतलें व्हडलें भाग्य, हे आमच्यांनी केन्ना विसरूं जावचें ना.
With video journalist Mohit Kharangate, Pratik Parab for Herald TV.